Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Farm Thinking, right out here in my lab where I do what I do for you. I got a nice one for you today. You know I'm big on what knowing thyself. So I'm gonna try to lay out again, telling you, knowing thyself is the pill that kills all your ills. Ask George, he know the deal. But the idea is to get knowledge of self, master oneself, and you will be better off. Trust me. Let's rock about this one. This is a lesson a lot of us really need to learn. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. You got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your covenant goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you are a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See the finger? Get the emphasis? Oh no. Okay. It's rhetorical. But if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be like them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you, right? Thinkers know thyself and always too. Might not be true. P Funk's philosophy on again, knowing thyself is that pill that kills all your ills. If you get the message and understand the lesson, it can help you to take the self knowledge pill, know thyself pill. All right, why? Because with knowledge of self, you're able to solve all your life's problems as they come daily. Being ignorant of self, you're going to have the constant life lessons coming to you, life problems, but you won't be able to deal with them on the level that you can handle them. So again, self-knowledge will get you through life situations. It ain't about knowing how far the earth is from the sun, knowing how deep the damn ocean is. It's knowing about yourself and how to handle situations that you're going to be confronted with in life on a day-to-day basis. Excuse me. Knowing thyself takes hard work. A lot of people don't want to put the work in, and that's fine. That's why they don't get it. But the work it takes for you to what? Learn about yourself, aka your God and goddess aspects of your person. That's the goal that I'm trying to get you to understand. You have concepts of yourself that you should learn about and master for yourself to know yourself. Knowing the creation story, the beginning, we were, excuse me, and where you fit into creation, understanding human beings, the creation story, understand that. Those are all obtaining what we call spiritual knowledge. Everything starts in the beginning. If you start in slavery, you start in the beginning. If you start in anywhere other than the beginning, it ain't the beginning, and everybody has a beginning. It's different, but still a beginning. Nobody was there, so all we got is theories and concepts. But again, my philosophy tells me we are spiritual beings having a human experience. What? To learn about our spiritual self. Okay? Knowing thyself. God is God. We are God beings having a human experience. And we don't know who we are. So they told you, know thyself and free yourself from the ignorance and the prison bound that you set for yourself in your mind. Practicing a belief system is slavery, a form of mental slavery and spiritually unenlightenment. Why? It's a lie. Learn the truth. Live by that, and you'll be just fine. It ain't hard to stand on the truth. It's hard to create miracles when you believe a lie. That's just my concept. But again, with self-knowledge, you're able to deal with life in any situation that you're confronted with. That's the purpose of having mastery of oneself. You don't know what life brings. You don't know what comes around that corner and life gonna happen, but you should be prepared to deal with whatever it is. If you're ignorant, you're not prepared. Simple as that. Okay? So, again, when you obtain self-knowledge, that means you know that what you are one with God, and now as a human being, you will handle all your what humanistic situations accordingly. Not haphazardly, not willy-nilly, not emotionally, but accordingly. With knowledge and understanding, you can do just that. Why? Our biggest problem is that we as a people don't know ourselves spiritually. I'm a J Fudd. I don't want to match it in the yacht. I tell you that story because that's what all we know. All we know, we got who we are, what we do. I'm about to do another lesson about the zodiac. If you know anything about your zodiac, you know a little bit about yourself because that's who you are. When they say you are who you are, your sign is who you are. I'm a Capricorn through and through. So I ain't got to be beat over the head with the concept, well, the zodiac say you this. No, a lot of people deny the zodiac. Okay, that's your problem, not mine. Okay, again, understanding yourself is the biggest problem. We don't know ourselves spiritually. We think being religious makes us spiritual. No, we are born spiritual. We need to get spiritual enlightened, meaning get lessons about God to instruct us and help us, not these fictitious stories that's going to lead us away from God. If we all practice Maya, aka right thinking philosophy, we will see a big change in just what? Our way of life. We do better. We stop doing. I'm an ex-bad guy. Stop doing bad things. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Some people just can't help it. And I understand that. I ain't got a problem with y'all. But I use my self-knowledge after I gained it first. And I use it and I live by it. So now I know myself that what I teach to others works. Why? I use it. I don't give you something I don't do. As a drug dealer, I didn't sell you drugs that I didn't do. Again, that's how I operate. And when it comes to knowledge, I'm so comfortable doing that now. Hell, I did it with the other stuff. Now I'm doing it with the good stuff. So I'm right where I need to be. With self-knowledge, you can walk with pride, dignity, and you can talk with what? Knowledge and intelligence. Not just a bunch of random emotional nonsense and rhetoric that don't make no damn sense to nobody but you in your mind. If you can explain what you're trying to say, articulate your words, have at it. Moving on. That's expressing yourself. But just hooting, hollering, ranting, and raving, that's just ignorance. Okay. Some people indulge in, some people like it. So different strokes for different folks. I'm just saying. But I'm proud on knowing my philosophy, knowing thyself. That's life's number one purpose. It should be your goal personally. What? To get knowledge of self. To have knowledge about everything else ain't gonna serve you when at Judgment Day. Moving on. Again, to know about everything except you don't help you at Judgment Day. Get knowledge of yourself, find and understand yourself, and live it. Practice it. Master it. This life we call the game. And in any game, there's what? Rules. And understanding how to what? Play the game. There's rules to every game, including life. Getting self-knowledge should be the number one rule that we follow and implement. Why? That's the name of the game. Knowing thyself. When you have self-knowledge, life adversities, they're going to come at you. And that's human. That's error. It's going to happen. Nothing to you, but you got to deal with it as they come. So you don't act out and lose focus on what you're supposed to be doing in life. There's going to be some adverse situations. But with the knowledge of self, you know how to handle those situations. And being ignorant of self, you're not going to do well in those situations. And that's on a day-to-day basis. That's my point. When you have self-knowledge, adversities don't take you nowhere other than deviate for a little minute and get you back on track. Why? Because you figure it out and move on. That's why. It don't, some people fall apart. Every time something goes wrong, the world's come to an end. All right. I just lost a brother. I have to deal with that. Everybody is. Why? He got people else who got their loss. So again, everybody mourns their way. Okay. Dealing with a loss, that's individual. Okay. So again, in life, when you know yourself, when you comfortable and confident in who you are, that's the most important and the best thing you can do for yourself. A job making a bunch of money, pretty wife, family now, professional, knowing yourself. Again, you can be your best self. And again, remember, when you have knowledge of self, when you obtain your true knowledge of self, you know yourself forever. You don't die when you become conscious of who you are. Why? We're spirit beings. Spirit don't die. All you gotta do is become conscious of that. That's why I try to teach and do what I do to help you recognize that in you. Okay? In life, knowing yourself is the highest and the most important thing you can do for yourself. Right thinkers, our number one goal is to become spiritually enlightened, meaning we have spiritual knowledge. We have God knowledge. Not biblical knowledge. Nah, spiritual knowledge means God, aka knowing thyself is knowing God and your godly self, becoming one with God by what? Finding out you are one with God. And from the time you were born into this world, whatever day, the month, year don't make a difference. But that day signifies that's what you're going to be. I'm born on the date of the Capricorn. So my characteristics of a Capricorn, I found out later in life that's about me, but I had them. I just didn't know what they were. Again, I found out. Man, that's me. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. What the hell? They know me. That's why I got a thing for the Zodiac. And if those who don't, you need to check it out. Why? It's about you. That's why it pertains to you. The Mizrach, they call it. But from the time you're born into this world, you become a player in this game that we call life. It ain't your choice no more to be born. Once you're born, your choice now is to get with the movement. Okay? And your goal should be to know yourself. And you find out the truth in life for yourself. That's knowing that self. The truth is we are spiritual beings having a human experience. We need to become conscious of that. I've done that. I've put myself in a position. So now I'm trying to teach other people that. That's it. Moving on. I ain't a preacher. I ain't running around here trying to get everybody to God. I'm just trying to get you to live right. And that's getting to God in a certain way. And to me, the right way. Or the other, no. Just live right. Do right. I ain't telling you what to do. But these are things, good deeds, selfless service, your business, treating people the way you want to be treated. God recognizes those actions. Good people are good people for a reason. Bad people are bad for a reason. And most bad people regret what? Being bad. I haven't met a good person yet regret serving God. Think about that. Moving on. Knowing thyself, meaning you have what we call self-knowledge. And having knowledge of stuff is cool, but having knowledge of self is even better. Yes, I have been studying and learning about myself, okay, for over 35 years now. So I didn't just start doing this, no. So yes, I know myself. I know me. And I say that with all the gusto. Why? Because I put time in to do just that. And I'm satisfied with that. No matter what I do else in life or don't do, I know me. In that judgment day, that's when what I learned and practiced will serve me. I could give less about this nonsense. Understand that, please. So again, yeah, you can study law, become a lawyer. Okay? You can study yourself and become master of oneself. Your choice. Your choice. Mastery or a master's degree. If you spend 1,000 hours studying and learning a specific area, then you consider a master. Did you know that? So you just can't just claim to be. No, you got to put work in. They don't just give master diplomas out, master degrees out like expensive. You have to earn them. And anything is worth earning is worth putting the work and time in if it's going to benefit you. And it does. Trust me. Your daily practice of football, to be what? A pro football player. You start out and work your way through. And the daily practice of right thinking philosophy is what you do to what? Know thyself. Same practice, same diligence, time, energy, and effort to what? Become master of oneself. You do that daily. And your workout to get in tip-top shape, meaning you studying, you learning, you meditating on what? Your spiritual truth that you're learning from me to what? Your goal is to know thyself. That's why. And the goal that you set for yourself, you determine that. Knowing thyself. Let me see. Okay, knowing thyself will, and it have for me, take years of daily practice. It ain't gonna happen overnight. If you think you can know yourself in a few months, no. Prepare yourself for the long haul. Why? It's gonna take a while. That's all. All you gotta do is put the work in. Come prepared, and days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, months turn into years. Okay? That's how the process goes. It ain't no other way. So, but I did it. I put the work in to reach Nihas, aka I know the way. So you can follow me. Why? I know what I'm talking about, if nothing else. So again, there are other ways to get knowledge of something, other ways to find God. I understand that. I'm just saying I have a way why I did it. That's my way. So I can elaborate and espouse on just that. Now, wrapping it up, again, I appreciate you tuning in. When you have self-knowledge, you reach self-mastery. That's having all the knowledge that you need to know about yourself. Not about the world, or I don't give, because I'm ignorant to a whole lot of stuff. First of all, I'm not ashamed of being ignorant. Why? Ignorance is bliss. I can't miss what I can't measure. So what I don't know about, I can't miss. But what I do know is what I need to know for me, for myself. That's self-knowledge. Knowing thyself, again, reaching supreme knowledge, self-mastery. Doctors, lawyers, therapists, psychiatrists, they all have obtained academic knowledge in that field. Okay? Understand that in, again, 1,000 hours, mastery. Another 1,000, PhD degree. You can teach it. My daughter got one. Okay? And neither one of them offer what? Spiritual or self-knowledge. I know a lot of smart people. I know a lot of academically smart people, but a lot of them are spiritually dumb, ignorant. And I have to laugh to myself because they think that's good. Okay, well, material things, if you think that's the way, have at it. At the end, when all the material is gone, all the fanfare is done, what kind of person was you at heart? Was your intentions that you was setting for, were they right? Were they good? Were they pure? That's why y'all fakers, God know your heart. You know you full of crap. So he's going to give you just enough to get you where you want to be. And then you're responsible. So trust me, they get theirs in the end. We are not the ones who punish people for what they do. That ain't our job. My job is just take care of you. My brother told me he's a good Christian because he don't judge people. When you formulate an opinion about something, that's judging. In case you didn't know, okay, that's another form of judging. And most people are opinionated as they come. That means they're judgmental. And they verbalize it every chance they get. All right, they don't say it that way. But again, in life, I'm smarter than the doctor and the lawyer and a bunch of those who have academic advanced knowledge and scholarly, all that nonsense. No, I have academic knowledge and I've been a master's degree. All that, I got papers and certification in academia. It means nothing to me. I'm not jumping up and down about that. Okay, my pride is in the PhD, the master's degree I have in me. That's my thing. Okay, and if you have knowledge of yourself, then all other knowledge that you accumulate is just, that's fine. You can have it all, but get knowledge of self. What did he say? Find the kingdom of, I love Reverend Ike. He said, find the kingdom of heaven first. Once you find God in yourself, when you find him, now everything material will be coming to you, if that's what you want. Go get it. It's all yours. Okay, my pastor said, we don't take nothing, we give it all to God. I agree 100%. In the material world, God don't need material stuff. God don't want your money. He wants your allegiance. He wants your deeds. He wants your worship. That's what you can serve God with. And guess what? He'll bless you for that. That's the difference. And I'm not religious. Again, I know the concept. That's the law of karma. Good out, good back. Bad out, bad back. You gotta be religious to have that philosophy. Moving on. All right. And I was told I'm more Christian than Christian. Why? I understand the Christian concept and I abide by them. Why? I'm following them, so I gotta do like they do. When they're wrong, do it the Roman. You got your slippers, you get your sandals and put the toga on and toga. In Christianity, Christ is the man, okay? But the way you have to live, I ain't got a problem with that. Why? I live that way anyway. That's what I say. I don't need a church to tell me how to get to God and serve God, but I like people who doing it. That's why I fellowship with them. Moving on. Wrapping it up. Yeah, appreciate you tuning in. I will get this out the way. Now, again, I'm big on knowledge of self, obviously. I put my spiritual knowledge up against academia knowledge any day. And I do it on a regular basis just to let them know that knowledge ain't gonna carry weight at Judgment Day. The self-knowledge, that's what I'm trying to explain to them. And some of them get it and understand it. Some of them don't care. Moving on. I get it. Wrapping it up. Your academic knowledge is good if you live in an academia world. I told my daughter, stay in academia. Why? Don't come out here. Why? It's a dog-eat-dog world out here. At least in academia, it got a little more structure. So stay there. And she's doing just that. And I love her for that. Why? She trusts what I'm telling her. You don't want this. Oh, no. And please don't get involved with a man that ain't in academia. She's that smart. She got an academic man. That's perfect. I love it. Why? You do what works for you. And if I give you advice and you take it, I'm always going to be there to advise you and get you through. I'm trying to help you. I ain't trying to hurt you. Parents, that's what we do for our children. If your children don't come to you for life advice, something you did wrong. That's all. I don't lie to my kids. Moving on. Okay, I don't do that. And academic knowledge is good for academia people. Spiritual knowledge, what I got, is good everywhere. And most importantly, it's good at Judgment Day. That's why I live that way and practice what I teach. And you can do it too. And trust me, that's when it counts. And that's when you want it. Why? Because life's a bitch. When you get to Judgment Day and find out the way you were living was the wrong way. You didn't take the right way. I got the right way. Trust me on that one. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Just having fun. Gotta go. But in closing, remember, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 miles that day. So I'll never know that my right thinkers who know thyself is the pill that killed all your ills have passed away. If you get self-knowledge, you won't pass away. You never see another day. Trust me. That academic knowledge, you'll pass away.